for. You know what my grandfather told me? You don't get as far as the motherfuckers you talk to for no reason. You'll be successful as the motherfuckers that you talk to for no reason. What I mean is, if you spending your day talking to a nigga that ain't got nothing going on, what the fuck kind of information can he offer you? Can he help you learn something? Can he teach you something in the conversation?
As I grow older, the one thing that becomes clearer to me each and every day is that I don't owe anyone a thing, and neither do you. I've seen a lot of people pollute their potential after sipping from the well of entitlement. This is certainly true of many of the people I've been associated with over the years, even my own son. What they need to understand is that you should never feel like the world owes you anything. It doesn't. You must accept that it's all on you. That might seem like a very cynical way to view the world, but I would argue that it's actually liberating. You can only feel betrayal when you feel like you're owed something from someone. You can only feel resentment when you had expectations for assistance. When you accept that it's all on you, only then can you finally be free to focus 100% on being the best version of yourself.
Don't pray for envy, you don't pray for jealousy.
Right.
But common sense says when you get it, if you do receive enough success, you're going to receive those other energies. They're going to come.
Right.
And it's going to move people that are close in your circle from around you because they're going to start to feel that entitlement because they're so close to you. Saying, even if you bought them a car, they say, but you could have bought me a house, man. Look how much money you made.
Right.
And you go, if you bought me a house, you bought me a small house, man. You paid 1.2 for this shit. You could have bought me one for this much. You know, and it's never enough if there's that entitlement there. And I mean, some people's entitlements can't be met.
Right.
Because they feel like they actually created you. If they were around you prior to the success, they look at it like, he wouldn't even be that if this didn't happen. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, the fuck are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like, it never translates to the person that's actually working for everything that you see happen.
The actual system wasn't prepared for me. You know, I thought I was ready in '97.
Right.
And I didn't have a major record company marketing and promote my project till 2003.
Right.
You know, so for that time period, I had to run on my own energy. You know, I had to convince myself that I'm gonna make it. You know, regardless of how people felt at that time. And what it does is it makes you feel like, well, it made me feel like there's gonna be points that people are gonna mistake my confidence for arrogance. Because they don't understand the process I went through and how much I had to believe in myself in order to make these things happen. I feel like you can will yourself into a good space. Things that are meant to happen will. And if you believe in yourself enough, you can help yourself learn. No matter how much you feel like you're prepared for something, it never happens on your time, like when you think you're ready, like it's supposed to happen. It always happens when it's supposed to happen. Because the period that you feel ready and people are not acknowledging the material the way you feel like they should because it's good, is the time that you actually develop skin thick enough to survive when it does work. When losing's not an option, then you got to do everything possible to win. And I don't understand how they become complacent and feel like, oh, it's okay. You know, you get people that deal with things by not actually dealing with them and allow you, you're the boss and you actually work for them. Because when you don't call them to say anything about what's going on, they just sit there like, he's coming to tell me what's going on, and then when he does, they're gonna do the portion of the job that they're comfortable. I don't mind losing, I just like to lose at my expense, let it be my fault. If I'm losing based on someone else's decision to do it, I'm furious about it. Yeah. Because I'm like, I could have learned it and made better judgment myself than to just allow that to happen. I got instincts. A lot of people will gauge your level of intelligence by you having an associate's, bachelor's, or a master's degree. But a lot of those people retain information long enough to pass midterms and never use it.
Being persistent, right? I think the only thing that separates people is passion, right? And having the ability to focus on something, or to work on it, will allow you to work hard enough to be good enough at it. That's the Kobe Bryant run. You know what I'm saying? He outworked those people. A lot of people in the league perform according to their paycheck. So they're like, nah, I ain't getting that money, let them do it.
Kobe was there every day.
Yeah.
that just thinking of that, that's one thing when you can actually commit to yourself and what you want for your life and you work that hard at it.
You want to feel like you're afraid all the time, or do you start to become the aggressor? And you start saying, you know what? You ain't got to find me because I'm looking for you. See, because the guy at the schoolyard doesn't want to fight, always leaves with a black eye. The moment that you show people that you're not willing to fight, they want to fight. I never, ever, I never ran from anything because I didn't have nobody to go to. I've always had that, where I'm going. Home to get me? Ain't nobody there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so I've always been in a situation where I'm forced to deal with it myself.